Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So it looks like the black community has managed to stir up quite the reaction again. I say that because of what is happening in LA, but this time it's not coming from the usual circles. Apart from the Hispanic crowd jumping in, guess who else decided to toss their opinion into the ring? A Pam Kalaman, of all the people. Now, instead of focusing on helping Hispanics protest or standing up for issues that concern his community, this man decided to shift his attention to black folks, questioning why they've chosen to not to protest when they should be protesting, and for whom they should be protesting. Apparently, that's now everybody else's business. So according to him, we got online warning black Americans with this so-called heads up, saying ICE will be coming after black Americans. His exact words were, "You sit back and watch others being taken." He used the word kidnapped, but when they come for you, there'll be no one else left to stand up for you. How will you feel? Those were his exact words. So I want you to watch these clips and the reactions that it got from TikTok. I'll come back at the end of this video to give my own 2 cents. So make sure you drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let's watch this.
To my black brothers and sisters out there that are the ones that are posting all this, oh, we just gonna mind our business. And I saw somebody earlier making t-shirts of like a group of like 6 black people, black men and women, sitting on a bench texting on phones while the country is burning up behind them. Let me explain something to you guys. Let me explain something to you. When they get done with the brown people, they'll be coming after you. And if you don't think that's true, you got another motherfucking thing coming. This is bigger than you. Okay? Because let me explain another thing to you. You sit back and watch millions of brown people be kidnapped and removed from this country. When they do come after you, there's going to be nobody left to stand up for you. And when they're coming after you, how are you going to feel when people are sitting on the sideline like, oh, we just going to mind our business? Fuck all this other dumb shit. Man, no. It's not the time for that. Power to the people. It's time to come together. When they get done with...
I'm sorry, you know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing. But you motherfucking cracker, where was the motherfucking shit at when we was being fucked up for 500 years since slavery? Nigga, we don't give a fuck what's going on with them goddamn so-called brown people. There's no coalition, you dumb motherfucker. And if you go to certain spots with your white ass, they'll fuck you up too. Stop it, man. Stop it, man. They're illegal. They don't have any documentation. They're not trying to come into this country through the proper channels. Donald Trump is our president. And you, sir, are an insurrectionist.
I don't think that's true.
Hey, man. I don't usually do this, but all due respect to the brother for his passion and all that, right? But who the hell you think they been coming after? Who they been attacking? They been after us. Ain't no we're next, motherfucker. We're always. They're always after us. They're not coming after us next. They come after us all the damn time. Your passion is good, but your point is irrelevant. Your point is very irrelevant because we fight every day. As brown people, we fight every fucking day. Every day. It's kind of hit a nerve, but like I said, all due respect for your passion. But you're hitting on the wrong tune right now, brother. You're hitting on the wrong tune. We're always under attack.
I have been in this world for 55 years, and for those 55, they've been coming and gunning for my kind. And now you want to get on here and ask where the fuck we at, and why the fuck we sitting down? Why the fuck was everybody else sitting down for all those hundreds of years, while we was constantly being treated like dog shit, slaves and trash? So get the whole entire fuck up out of here. While I sit and do whatever the fuck it is I choose to do, like y'all did for hundreds of years, while we were thrashed and trashed and ate and all types of shit. Check your motherfucking history, the real history that is.
The people that are demanding black people to stand up and fight, you can tell that they know nothing about the black community, because then you would know that we never stopped fighting. I made a post that pretty much stated that before black people stand up and fight for anybody, they need to decolonize their mind. They need to unlearn white supremacist ideology. They need to lose the colorism, the racism, and the bigotry. And I was met with a comment from a Latina woman. Now, I'd seen this comment before, and it was a little weird, but the second time I decided to address it because now I understand that people really don't understand the struggle of black people. The comment reads as such: this is about deportation and illegally ripping families apart without due process. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the black community hasn't experienced that. Yes, I believe she meant you've been on the chopping block since the beginning, but they are coming with different knives now. Oh, sweet ignorance. May this level of ignorance never find me in my life. But understand, they didn't have to simply separate black families. They just fed the kids to alligators. They didn't have to separate black families. They just blew up the house. They just lit the house on fire. They just drowned the whole town. They just set the whole town on fire. They chased black people from city to city, state to state, ripping black families apart, taking their children, kidnapping their children, selling their children to be ex-workers and work in fields, creating black codes to literally separate black families without due process. Government participating in literal systemic racism in order to diminish and destroy black families. Government participating in the crack epidemic in order to destroy black families. Black folks got free, all of a sudden the prison industry is booming. Now they're just taking black people off the streets so they can now work in prisons. No, they don't have to separate black families. Just drop a bomb on the house. It's much more easier. You wanted to know, correct me if I'm wrong, you're wrong as hell. We have been dealing with homegrown terrorism, domestic terrorism, since they seen our skin tone. And they realized they can capitalize off our brilliance, our strength, our energy. We have been dealing with homegrown evil, hanging people from trees with a smile on their face. They didn't need to separate black families. They need to keep us here so they can torture us. But you know how racism really won? Because in the year of 2025, there's a brown-skinned Latina really saying that black people have not been through anything.
To my black brothers and sisters out there that are the ones that are posting all this, oh, we just gonna mind.
Now, mind you, I don't know if you really know your history, but black people have always been targeted. We've always been the ones they've been after. So what makes this different? But we're gonna sit back and sit home and we're gonna mind our business. Just like we said we was. And you see this? Read that. That's exactly how we feel. There will be none given. None.
Oh, we just gonna mind.
Man, you know how dumb you sound, bro? You sound dumb as fuck. Take that goddamn mask off. We next. Motherfucker, God, we were the ones at the front of the goddamn line. But we always win. We always win. We ready for whatever come our way, like we always have been. Strongest motherfuckers on earth. Set your dumb ass down. Shut your dumb ass up, because you don't know what the hell you talking about. You feel like that there, keep that fucking mask on your face, and you go help them. Yeah, post the video, you out there helping them, goddammit. Yeah, leave us out of that shit. That ain't got nothing to do with us. I said what I said.
Sitting on the side.
You know, it was interesting seeing black people saying shit like this. And you know, I expected the Latino community, because who else are they going to turn to? But having a white man who is yelling at black people about coming out and doing something when it was white men who started this in the first place. It was white men who made sure all these laws was around in the first place. And while they continue to do these dastardly deportations, they are continuing to fuck with and destroy the black community. And yet this white man is asking who's going to stand up for us after everybody's gone. Is it going to be you, white man?
This motherfucker's got the fucking nerve. If you don't get your usual suspect looking ass the fuck off my FYP, bro. Who are you to fucking tell black people anything, bro? Who the fuck are you? You're nobody, bro. Why are we letting these people talk, bro? Why are we letting these fucks talk? y'all motherfuckers are lucky you do not live around me. Oh my God. I'd be in jail, bro. Fuck.
First of all, we were first. We were first. They never stopped coming for us. Ever. You don't know what it's like because you seem to be a clear guy, a Caucasian guy underneath that stupid poo shiesty mask. You don't know what it's like to live in skin like this. They never stop coming for you. When you walk outside, when you go into an establishment, if you get pulled over for a traffic stop, they never stopped. After slavery was abolished, we had Jim Crow. They never stopped. It's just always repurposed and repackaged, but they've never stopped coming for us. They've just never came for any other group of people the way that they're coming for the Hispanics. And why y'all keep making it seem like Hispanics are the only immigrants? And another reason why we need to sit our black asses down is because they're blaming us for the looting and the riots when we see mad videos clear as day that it is the Latinos. They are the ones throwing rocks, bashing out the windows of the police cars, looting the stores, and yet they're blaming us. They want to use us as shields, and they want to use us to scapegoat us. We need to stay in the house and mind our business. This is not even a civil rights or a human rights issue. This is about illegal immigration. And Latinos and Hispanics are not the only immigrants. But they getting their funky asses on the news saying that it's the blacks. And they're in everybody's comment section saying that it's the blacks that's looting and rioting, when we all see clear as day that it's the Hispanics and the Latino community, and majority of us are home. So who's really doing it? But you see how they scapegoating us. The anti-blackness reeks. Why should we continuously align ourselves or help people that clearly don't like us based on our hue of complexion? What y'all think about this? Spread love is the Brooklyn way. They gonna come for you next. They've been coming for us. They never stopped. We always fight back. Period. And we're not immigrants. I don't know why y'all keep trying to make it seem like we're immigrants. We've been here since the inception of this country. The more you know.
Tell us something we don't know. The fact that it's a whole white guy coming at the black community over this situation. Tell us something that we haven't been living already. Like, who's been there for us all this time? Who's been there for us back in the day? And back and past those days, who's been there for us all that time? Yes, you have a few here and there, which you have a nice amount of black folks that's out there standing with the Mexicans in this protest, which nobody is focusing on. We always focus on the ones that's not doing something instead of appreciating the ones that is out there. The one that is out there yelling and screaming and marching with the Mexicans, standing up for them. Just because those that don't want to go out there we don't believe that this is a something right that's happening. We don't stand with ICE. We don't stand with MAGA. It's just the fact that we're not going to sit back and act like that there is not a large part of that community that talks to us the same way the racist white man talks to us. We're not going to sit back and act like we don't see black content creators on this app responding to comments left by Mexicans that's talking to us the same way, or talking about us the same way the racist white man would talk about us. Any protests we got out in, we weren't talking like this to no other race. That was, in the Black Lives Matter protest, that was white people out there. There's some part of everybody out there. We weren't asking where all of them was at. During the George Floyd protest, Black Lives Matter, it was a lot of Mexicans who was against George Floyd, who was against the Black Lives Matter movement. Even though I respect Little Village, but Little Village, anytime a car full of black people rolled through the neighborhood, they was throwing rocks at it, bricks at it, bottles at it, sometimes shooting at it. If you was black and you drove past there, you couldn't go to no store at that time. You couldn't go to nowhere, nobody house that you knew in that neighborhood or nothing. So please quit aiming this. How does this become about black folks? How does this become about black folks? Everybody want to aim all this, where the black people, just because some of us say we sitting this one out. What about the ones that's out there? Why y'all not making more posts appreciating them? Those few, those that's out there standing with them, they don't represent the black culture or the black community. Y'all rolling with this agenda, trying to use black people as the sparking point for this race war, addressing us with these questions over this ICE situation. Like y'all don't know the history, like y'all don't see all the videos of the way the police treat us in these streets, in our own homes. Like y'all don't see all the people that get convicted ridiculous times and other people just get off. Like y'all don't watch this in real time like we do. You can't look at black folks and sit there and say, well, when the time comes, nobody's going to be there for you. That's not a shocker. Nobody has been there. It's been us. Why we out there protesting and watch and listen to everybody else dog us out, call us animals, call us savages, fugitives. But now y'all want to be activists and protesters. And to all the Mexicans who throwing this hatred towards the black folks, who aiming this type of question towards the black folks, here's a big question for y'all, because I don't see y'all making posts. I don't see no posts or no videos about it. How are y'all this mad at black folks, but y'all are not mad at your own people who ran to those polls to vote red? We're going to run that back. Remember, Mexicans for MAGA? And all the other Spanish people too, the Cubans and all that. How are y'all not mad at them? Y'all more mad at us, but you're not mad at your own people who rushed to those polls, who voted for the guy that pressed the button for this to happen. This was his whole play in the beginning. The playbook was out there before the election day came, and they still ran to the polls to vote for him. How are y'all not upset at them who pushed the button on y'all? Make it make sense.
And here we go again. Once again, the same tired warning gets thrown at the black community. This whole "they're coming for you next" narrative, seriously, what does that even mean at this point? Come for who next? How? When have they not been coming for black folks? Black Americans have been on the receiving end of systemic oppression, legal injustice, and targeted aggression for centuries. This isn't some brand new threat suddenly knocking on the door. This is the same storm they've been throwing at black folks for generations. This is what that man and many others like him just don't seem to grasp. Black Americans aren't sitting this one out because they are blind or selfish. They are sitting this one out because they finally see the bigger picture. They know what happens every time they step into the front lines of somebody else's fight. The danger multiplies, the police presence doubles, surveillance increases, the headlines shift, always portraying black protesters as aggressive, violent, out of control. That's not a risk black folks are willing to take anymore, especially not for the people who haven't shown the same energy when black lives have been on the line. And here's the real irony that nobody seems willing to address. Black folks have been called every name in the book: violent, dangerous, threatening. But now, the very same people who push that narrative are begging black folks to hit the streets, to bring their unmatched power and impact to protests that are otherwise falling flat. Why is that? Because everyone knows the truth, even if they refuse to say it out loud. When black Americans mobilize, the whole system shakes. When black Americans speak, the world stops to listen. Without that force, without that power, these protests are a whisper in the wind. And to say the truth, these are the consequences of choices made on November 5th, when certain groups decided to push their own agendas, make their own power moves, and completely disregard what was best for everybody else, for black Americans. They thought they could win without black force. They thought they could ignore the black vote, the black voice, the black body, and still come out on top. Well, How's that working out now? This is the backlash. This is the price of betrayal. When you leave black folks out of the conversation, when you don't stand with them when it matters, you don't get to turn around and ask for their strength when you're desperate. You don't get to cry for their help when your plans fall apart. You can't play games with people chosen by God and expect no consequences. It doesn't work like that. And black folks, they've learned the lesson. They've chosen to stay home this time, to stay safe, to protect their peace, because they know what happens when they show up. They know the story that gets spun. Black people are violent. Black people are a problem. Black people are loud. Black people are dangerous. But if black folks were the problem, why is the protest movement falling flat without them? Why is the energy gone? Why is the pressure missing? Because the truth is simple. Black people hold the power. They always have. But that power comes at a price. And right now, the price is too high to pay. Not for people who have made it clear that they only want black strength, black bodies, and black voices when it serves their purpose. Not when they've made decisions that hate the very community they now come crawling to. This is why I don't blame the black community, the black Americans, for sitting this one out. Not at all. In fact, I respect that. I understand that as an African, because for once, black folks are putting themselves first, their safety, their future, their peace. And if that makes certain groups uncomfortable, if that makes their protests weaker, quieter, less effective, well, maybe they should have thought about that before they turned their backs on November 5th. Actions have consequences. Choices have weight. You can't step on someone and then ask them to lift you up. You can't ignore someone's pain and then beg for their help when yours begins to fall. The world doesn't work like that. And let's be real for once. If black Americans had jumped into these protests, the result would have been chaos. The police force would triple overnight. National Guard units would be deployed by 3. Right now it's once. They will be deployed by 3 times. Okay, the headlines would scream about riots and looting. Already they're accusing black folks of looting the shops, which is not even the case, or because of the color of the protesters' skin. It's a trap, and black Americans know better than that. They're not falling for it, not this time. So to the palm color man who warned black folks about ICE, and to anyone else trying to guilt trip black folks into action, please save it. They've heard it all before. You don't get to decide when they rise, where they stand or what they fight for. That's their choice, their call. And right now, they've chosen self-preservation. They've chosen wisdom. They've chosen to stay home. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. That's what I think. Yeah, that's my take, my honest truth, my 2 cents on this messy situation. But hey, you already know how this works. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Please drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. Whether you agree, disagree, you see it differently, let's talk about this in the comment section down below. Yeah, and as always, please stay safe, stay home, okay, stay home, be peaceful, and I'll catch you in the next video. By the way, before I go, if you have not subscribed to this channel, the red button there which says subscribe, click on it, and there's a thumbnail, a thumbs up button, with more like a hand. Just click on that to like this video so that it can reach a wider audience. I'll see you in my next video.